Hi, I'm Nancy Ruby, and this is the 18th day of Yoga Motion Salute to the World. And we are now in the beginning of summer here in Montana, and I'm going to do that half salutation right here in my garden. I've been bending and lifting and weeding and pulling and carrying things around all day. I feel great. So I'm going to keep feeling great by moving my spine in all directions, and then at the end of this half salutation, which I hope you'll join me with, I'm going to show you some techniques for bending and lifting that will keep you from injuring your back this summer. That's a very prevalent or common situation with your gardening, is to stress the lower back. So we're going to avoid that this summer if you'll just join me at the end of this Sun Salute for some gardening tips. So stand with your feet firmly in the earth. I'm actually barefoot in the dirt, feels pretty good. Let the legs engage lightly but firmly against the bone, and then pull the belly in and up. And then taking that deep breath in, let the chest open. Hear the breeze in the trees. Take a look out at the view. I'm looking out at black warm feet, highlight area. My feet are right here. I'm going to let all my breath go, and I'm going to feel the mountain within my body. So in Tadasana, arms overhead, stretching as far as I can without any strain, and let the arms release down. Today we're going to begin with just 3 of those. Take 1 to 2 more. I have lilacs blooming to the right of me, and that's a pretty sweet perfume to be smelling during this time. I've been opening all the windows, and it's permeating the entire house. Very nice. I'm going to step my feet wide, push the hips back, hinge deeply at the hips, press into the hips, and then fold forward, and I'm going to lift my hips a little. You want to lift to where you feel that comfortable stretch in the back of your legs, so not in the small of your back of your legs. And lift the head and heart. Keep breathing as we do this first one slowly. Try and come up. The tendency is to really arch the back, so pull the belly in. Again, feel length in your lower back, and then fold in again. So don't lift up, but lower the head, let the spine, the ribs follow. And you will lift again. Oftentimes it's best to bend the knees to keep the weight in the seat. Stand up, take it overhead. And my very favorite of all, side bend. Keep this open to the side, come back to center. Tendency is to curl forward. Feels good, but give the side of the vertebrae an opportunity to open. Come back to center. Clouds are moving in. There's a sun salutation. What happened? And then I take the hands to the hips. From here, bending the spine backward after all that forward bending today. But lengthen the tailbone, scoop the belly, and then lift the chest. Pull the chest open. So it's from the chest, not the lower back. Then rotate the hips, scoop the belly, forward fold. Now let's let all the breath go. Lift up halfway, bring the breath in. I have peonies growing in front of me. Oh, when they pop, it's going to be incredible. And lower down. Lift the head and the heart. Take it all the way up. And again, grab the wrist and just gently draw it up and over and then into your stretch. Don't expect to go as deep as I do. I mean, it doesn't matter how far you go to expect that you're supposed to be at any particular angle. Got a little adjustment in my spine on that one. One more time. Hands come to the hips. Bend the knees so you can draw the tailbone in. Open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Open your throat if the neck feels comfortable with that. And then bring the head up, lifting from the base of the skull. Hinge at the hips. I'm going to keep my legs a little straighter this time. Forward fold. Lots of space around the neck and shoulders. Then halfway up. Feel the back muscles engage. Lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Head floats up first, and the heart opens, belly contracts, abs lifting, and all the way to the top. We're just going to add a little more side bend. Press the palms with bending elbows. What feels good to you, that's what counts. Other side. Nice deep breath into center, lengthen as you open the arms up. And bring it back down to center. Take a moment just to feel what you've created with that. Namaste. So for those of you that like to have a little bit more information about yoga in the garden, a friend of mine, I traded him some hostas, my neighbor traded some hostas for some grass removal. So he ended up taking a lot of grass out of my perennial bed and ended up piling it into what we had a grass mountain. Luckily it's in small chunks, so I'm transferring it over to my wheelbarrow, very large, where I can take it over and dump that into my compost pile. So that way I don't have to lift too much. So what I'm going to do, the important thing and why half salutation works is because you really want to get strong in your legs. So I'm going to sink back into my hips. So I'm going to use these big glutes to work the muscles in the support the muscles in the legs. Then when I grab, I don't want to reach out because that puts the weight into my back. So I'm going to get close. So I'm going to actually turn my back, get close to what I'm lifting, and bring it right into the center of me. I'll come over here. Look out, Katie. I'm going to grab it. Grab it a little bit. Oh, first of all, we need gloves. So hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Gloves, very important. So I'm going to reach down and grab my clumps. There's a good one. Just kind of getting pulled out is important when you get stuck. So I'm not going to take too much. It's really light for me, but then I'm going to turn to face the can. What I don't want to do is lift and twist. That's not so good. You might get away with a few of them, but for the most part, people lift, back stays rounded, twist, ooh, not good. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the spine neutral. So you face what you're lifting, anything, that's a good piece. So just pull it over. And then you can get a system. It doesn't have to be slow. I know I'm going to face off, turn. Now you want to watch turning on that knee. So I am swiveling. So you got to keep the quads strong. All right. And while I do this, I get a little bicep workout. Okay? So lift up. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoy your summer. I love being in the garden, one of my top favorite things to do, and those of you that are watching this, you're probably motivated as well. So, try that in your garden. Don't be afraid to get low, get down on those legs, and get up and keep your spine aligned. So enjoy. Happy summer. Namaste.